Really? Hello, people. Um, it's Leslie here. Okay, so yesterday something was stuck on my mind and I couldn't really tell anybody because no one wanted to hear it. It doesn't always seem appropriate, but it dawned on me after thinking about things. You see, once I used to have asthma, supposedly, and a doctor used to make me take all these Ventolin, which kind of sprays kind of like a dust into your lungs, um, and it clots the phlegm. So your lungs, they have a problem where they get sensitive when you spray stuff in your lungs through your mouth. So straight in your mouth, straight in your lungs, that's how that's happening. So why do they call it asthma anyway? So I was thinking about that and I thought, they're trying to get you to think about your ass and get your mind off what's really going on. What's really going on is that your nose has hairs. And what you're supposed to do when you inhale is to breathe in your nose and out your mouth. But what a lot of people who get fat get a really bad habit of wanting to breathe with their mouth inwards. Now, how did they learn to do that? Okay, sometimes you can get into a habit, and other times doctors will blatantly give you something to inhale in your lungs, in your mouth. So I believe, since the nose was designed with hairs and it's collecting dust, so it must be that if it's God's design, then that's how it ought to be. So people are going sitting in dusty places and they're collecting dust, but it's going straight in their lungs, and lungs are sensitive and they produce mucus. But if you have a firewall or a barrier, like a curtain of hairs, what happens is it goes in your nose, hits those hairs, becomes snot, and you sneeze or you eject it out, that dust. And so what's going on? People hear what you say, they don't listen. People think nothing, they just assume it's what the doctor says. See, the doctor will tell you that it's resistance, it's allergies, it's sensitive, hypersensitive lungs that close up. It is, if you're dumb enough to feed your brain a suggestion that in your lungs is the way in. And so they give you something to feed like a food, which is a medicine that you inhale in the mouth. Now, why don't they ever give you that answer to snort it up your nose? But when you get hay fever, well, they say, Flixinase, why don't you stick that up your nose? And that's fine, because it'll clean off the stuff off your nose hairs. That's about all it does, man. It's like watercress spray up your nose. So anyway, the real cure is habit. Get into the habit of breathing with your nose, and don't breathe in with your mouth as often, especially not in fuming places where there's fumes. Like if you're spraying stuff, I'll get the habit of spraying toilets with a cleaner, and then next thing you know, I've got this horsey voice because I'm stupid enough to breathe with my mouth. It gets into my larynx and so forth. So what you got to do is use your nose and pick your nose a bit, but it gets pretty grotty when you clean toilets with a spray. It kind of evaporates because it's spray and wipe. Then you inhale it, and then you pick your nose and you eat your snot. Now that's a pretty bad habit. Snot picking of toilet whiz. Let's get on. We've gone off the topic into a disgusting place. Main thing is inhale with the nose. Do not inhale with the mouth. If you do, your consequences is going to be sensitivity. There was a cure. If you boil some snail juice and spray it in the air, inhale it in your mouth, what happens is your hairs that have been burnt off from smoking cigarettes and burning them gun to the butts. See, the hairs are sensitive, but they're there for a reason. But, I mean, like, if some people are sniffing shotties up the nose and they get real tiny and the ashes go up your nose and the hot ashes could burn your hairs out. You'd have less hair. Some people shave their nose hairs, but it's actually there for a reason. Okay, trim them off near their nose ending, but don't cut up there. And they've designed all these shavers that can. They've got these little wee blade things, real tiny, you can stick it in there, electric. And so, not a good idea. But I believe in picking your nose just to cleanse out all the crap. And saying that, one day I clawed my nose and it hurt. So, and it's never really healed. Up here somewhere. Give me here. It's only dead white cells. It's probably good for you. Bit of protein. I'm really ugly. That's what happens as you get older. Sometimes you sleep and your acid has a feed. If you over-urinate, you get problems. So this is me. And I've just cured asthma. There used to be something called Bachiko. BYT something co, whatever the fuck, I can't spell it, mate. Anyway, they used to encourage a breathing habit. Breathing and holding your breath or something weird through your nose. But what they weren't really telling you was that, yeah, breathe with your nose. You'll smell if it's bad for you, you will get out of there. Here, okay, so that's me. Well, good luck with that.